Not having your symptoms believed is anguish. It messes with your head. After a diagnosis, disbelief can become deadly. My name is Beatrice. I'm an artist based out of New York City, and I live with a chronic illness that attacks my vision. My disease is rare, which puts me in a situation of having to advocate the parts of the system that what I have is possible, and the disbelief comes even from some doctors. I first started noticing that there was something about me that was kind of wrong when I was 16. One night when I was at work, I realized that I couldn't really hear out of my left ear anymore. I went to the doctor who recommended that I get a cochlear implant surgery. Whether or not that was actually what was wrong with me, they couldn't say. So I decided to live with the hearing loss. When I was 18, I moved to New York to study fine arts at the Cooper Union.
I'm just thinking about the composition a little bit.
About 6 months into moving to New York, I started to have other symptoms. My joints got stiff. My fingers had lesions all over them. I went to the emergency room. They diagnosed me with MRSA and gave me antibiotics and sent me home. Later, I found out that there's actually a test for MRSA, which they didn't do.
100 mils left.
Once I was given antibiotics, what was a small set of lesions on my fingers quickly became a huge set of lesions on my wrists, my elbows, my knees.
Like a little extra resin.
That's when I knew that there was actually something probably very wrong. I went to go see another doctor. He put me on oral steroids, and my lesions quickly disappeared. And within 5 days of being off steroids, they came back.
Now I have to make several phone calls to different doctors to tell them what's going on.
From there, I saw a series of well-meaning but incompetent doctors. I saw a series of cruel doctors who did not believe women could feel pain. One doctor thought I had HIV. Another told me I should stop worrying and get a boyfriend. Another denied me treatment, and I later found out that he was arrested for negligence when a female patient died under his care. They all seemed to agree, however, that I was just too young to be sick.
Monogrammed pill cases. They so specifically targeted it to me.
Are you sure this isn't the chemicals that you're using in the studio when you're making your art? This must be psychosomatic. Maybe you should see a psychiatrist. Then one day I went blind. It took my blindness for a doctor to take me seriously, and finally at 21 I was diagnosed with CRION, an extremely rare disease.
The touchdown was 24th of January?
No, about December. There's no set treatment plan for how to live with this condition. So for the last 8 years, I've had to learn how to live with it.
I take leucovorin once a week. I take methotrexate subcutaneously once a week. I take Adderall every day to give me artificial energy. I don't have ADHD. I also get IVIG infusions every 6 weeks. I get Rituxan infusions every 6 months, and after Rituxan, I take this one, Banifin and famotidine. This is chemotherapy. This is sulfameth. This box is one of the most important medications that I'm on. It is the only migraine medication that works and that doesn't give me seizures. It's like I have a very expensive, inefficient car that I pour a bunch of money into and I don't get much back from. Having a chronic illness means that every time you have to recertify a medication, every time you're going in for a procedure, every time you're in the emergency room,
You're aware of the fact that you're having to prove yourself.
In the denial, did they send you any other infusion centers that they would cover?
Continuing to get the meds that I need depends on me being believed. If my boyfriend goes with me to the hospital, I have a better chance of being taken seriously.
I'm disabled now. The government says so.
Since my diagnosis, I've lost my vision 72 times, and the stakes only get higher and higher. I'm terrified of not being believed. It is that fear, above all others, that keeps me up at night.